I performed for the first time. I want to focus on executing music to release this year. Oh, I also got my Nexplanon birth control implant taken out. Definitely like a multiverse type girl. Taking that time to recalibrate. You guys are gonna benefit from me being in a good place, because if I'm not showing up in my best, then how can I do the rest? Hi, it's definitely been a minute since we've been here. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. Am I missing any other holidays? I don't really have much makeup on. I feel a little naked in the facey. My lips look a little parched. Summer Friday by my sister. Summer Friday gifted to me by my sister. Un moment. Okay, that looks a little better. I'm really not trying to put on mascara right now. It's 6:18 in the PM. It is January 4th, 2025. And the last time I attempted to film a video was November 4, 2024. And we all know what happened in the 48 hours after November 4th, 2024. 48. That was a stressful time, guys. That was the last time I attempted to film a video. If I have a clip of it, I'll put it right here. I wanted to make a video encouraging everybody to practice self-care and nurturing ourselves as we entered the election. And we all know, if you're in America, maybe if you're all over I keep flipping my hair. I'm so shy and nervous right now. I'm not really shy, I'm nervous. I have a lot of energy. I've also been watching a lot of my fam videos, and in the last 36 hours, maybe 48 hours almost, I've been obsessed with watching my fam videos, and her kind of manic energy has seeped into mine and has brought mine back out. But I miss this. I miss us. I miss yapping and unpacking and allowing myself to just live and breathe. But anyways, yeah, the last time I attempted to film a video was a day and a half before the election, and I just hated it. I didn't want to, not that I didn't want to, but I just wasn't feeling good, and I didn't want to put that out there, and I just didn't want to. That's it. I've been through. Oh. And allowed myself to enjoy the end of the year. I feel like 2024 was a year where I experienced so many different evolutions of myself in great ways, positive ways, constantly elevating and figuring out who I wanted to be and how I wanted to be and what it is I wanted to do. And I went from being unemployed to being a nanny to being unemployed again, and now just living full-time in my creative essence and monetizing on that and figuring out how to navigate life without feeling I need to clock in to somebody else's workplace to fulfill a job that doesn't really help me move in the direction that I want to be, or at least surround myself with the kind of energy that supports the life that I'm working towards building for myself. And there is an opportunity to, can we focus? There is an opportunity that I need to discuss with Mr. Man and figure out how that's gonna balance with what I'm doing for myself. But I also know and would like to create recurring income that assists me while I work on projects and portfolios and putting myself out there for my personal creative work. And I've done a modeling boot camp that I'm going to be finishing up in this next week, putting myself into those kinds of projects. So we're just different now. I am 28 days from the day that I'm filming this for you guys. I am going to upload this tomorrow, which will be 27 days. Today is 28 days from me turning 28, and I guess it kind of works out to make it 27 before 28. I can't believe, first of all, that I'm turning 28. I was going through a phase where I wanted to be a little bit like Prince, where I didn't acknowledge that I was getting older.
So I don't celebrate birthdays.
But at the same time, I've evolved into this place where I love that I'm growing and maturing like a fine wine, and that I am unafraid of getting older, because I just know that my 30s are going to be my 20s with so much more money, so much more stability, so many more systems of balance and understanding how to navigate life properly. I'm allowing myself to enjoy these last 2 years of my 20s to kind of fuck around and find out and understand what it is that I really want to do with my life. Even though I do know what I'm doing with my life, I know that I have a lot of goals and aspirations, a list that is forever growing, that I want to cement down and create passive and active streams of creation and income. And we're learning, we're growing. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I don't know. I have this book. I have, oh, it's in my bag downstairs. I have The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle? Hold on. I think so. Power of Now by, yeah, haha. I always get Neville Goddard and Eckhart Tolle mixed up for some reason. Sometimes I think that they're the same person, even though they're not. And I have, even though this wasn't what I asked for on my Secret Santa list, I also like that I got it. Another Freedom Mastery planner that guides you through law of attraction, road mapping, and goal setting, and setting up systems to achieve those goals. So I am going to become the energy, can you see it? The energy that I want to attract. I think that's going to be my thumbnail. Go smile again. I like this energy. I like that my fam, if we ever become friends in the future, thank you so much for inspiring me. And Lena Lifts. I actually started watching Lena Lifts first. I think I came across my fam a couple years ago, but you know when I don't want to say I was triggered by her, but you know when someone reflects back to you how you are, and if you're not in a space to accept who you are, then anything that is a reflection of that is a little bit triggering for you. So I remember I came across my fam before, and I was like, oh, she's a little too much. And then in my journey of understanding who I am, I'm realizing that sometimes I'm a little too much, but I like it now. I like that I'm a little too much. I like that I'm a little, and I'm allowing myself to be a little, and accepting that and loving that and nurturing that, and not allowing myself to be afraid of being myself because of how other people are going to react. And that is definitely the theme of 2025, because I am doing all the things that I want to do, that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, and the worry about the reception of other people receiving that is no longer really on the table. It's more like on the edge of the table, and I'm just shoving it off and not allowing it to prevent me from stepping into who it is that I am and who it is I want to be. And yeah, So there's a lot of really great momentum that I am riding on from the end of 2024, where we last were in contact. And the last couple of months, November and December of last year, was that, what is it? The 5 steps of grieving? 5 steps. Yeah, the 5 steps of grief, where I, was like, well, we're fucked here, And then I didn't want to believe it, and I was really hoping that he was going to be, kicked out, and there was going to be some sort of like, oh, just kidding, that's not really going to happen, like,
gotcha.
And so, what is it? So it's denial, anger, yeah. So I was just like denying it, and then I was mad, and then I was trying to see the positive. There is a positive, because we have to grow by being in the worst case scenario. At the same time, this isn't new. Like, we, as a country, as a world, as a universe, we've been through bad things before, worse things, kind of. And then I don't want to say I was in a real, no, I really was in a bit of a depression, was just not on my grind as hard as I wanted to be. But at the same time, we are still in winter. So I was allowing myself to hibernate, shed the layers that were no longer layering. And I also just needed to, get my head back in the game. Hello. And figure out what I want and how I want to get there. And, all the things that we need to do. And now I'm in acceptance. Thank God. I'm in a place where I know that the only way that I can move forward and get all the things that I want in this life is by doing me. And yes, I've always known that, but there's a difference between having the knowledge and taking the action based on that knowledge. And now I'm in the place where I'm taking the action based on the knowledge that I've accrued in this time, and sifted out the things that I didn't want or didn't need or just wasn't aligning and wasn't serving me. And we're still in winter, so I'm not saying that I'm completely 100% in the place that I want to be, but we're getting to that place of the year where we're entering, what is it? That stage where the sun is starting to be up longer, and we're getting into springtime. I'm gonna enter a new year of life, and I feel good. I'm in my Saturn return, right? Hold on. When is my Saturn return? We're gonna do this together. When is my Saturn return?
My birthday is February 1st, 1997.
I was born at... I might bleep that out. I don't know if I want that kind of information on the public record. But also, I think that is public record, to be quite honest. Calculate my return. Oh, okay. So my Saturn return isn't officially until March 16, 2016. So I'm not quite there yet, but I'm also very heavy Capricorn in my chart. And so my whole life is just a Saturn return over and over and over again. And I've come to the acceptance. And I'm also a master number, life path number 11, which signifies that I get more life lessons than the average Joe. And I've come to accept, and I've also known it for such a long time, that I was put on this earth to experience a little bit more than the average Joe, and then share my learnings with the community, society at large, to the, what is the word I'm looking for? It's not those two. It's to the collective, I think is the word I wanted. So, you know what I mean? But, okay, so my Saturn return isn't for another year and 2 months. But I do feel that, and maybe it's my frontal lobe, cementing, frontal lobing. I'm very sober and very here these days. I had maybe a couple of drinks on New Year's and Christmas, but nothing compared to how I used to be. And I don't smoke as much as I used to. I literally had taken a couple of hits on the holidays, but honestly, nothing to the way that I used to like to be hanging out, not here. But it's really nice to be living off of the high of life and being present with all of the decisions that I make. So try it if you want to. Where am I going with this? Okay, we're 16 minutes in. We're still writing. I still have this energy that I want to purge because I'm gonna be going to see Mr. Man, and I haven't physically seen him since last year. So we're back, and I'm gonna be doing this again where I make videos consistently up until the day of my birthday, and then in that time I'm gonna be figuring out what it is I want to do, the systems I want to have to make YouTube videos. But I'm just tired of not having what it is that I want, and I'm tired of being the thing that prevents me from having what it is I want. Hello? So we're back. We're doing this. I feel motivated. I feel excited. 2025 feels like a good year. And I performed for the first time live music all by myself, my original songs, all unreleased, last month on December 15, and today I had to say no to another performance with the same team that hosted me last time, but it's on a Thursday, the one that they asked me to do, and I wanted to do it because it's also at a venue that I really want to perform at, because I went to, I think, the original venue in Manhattan. I think so. But it's a Thursday, and I don't know. There was something preventing me from saying yes. And I kept delaying my confirmation with them, and I literally did the heads or tails 3 different times on my phone, so through Siri, through Google, and then through my Echo Dot. And it was 2 times I said, heads, I will confirm that I will perform on this Thursday date. 2 times I said, it'll be heads on Siri. She said no. She said tails. On Google, I did heads or tails, and it flips a coin in front of you. She said no. She said tails. I asked my Echo Dot, and I was like, okay, let me switch it up because I've been getting tails. Tails, I will confirm and say yes to this gig. She said heads. She said no. She said don't pass go. So I saw that as a sign for me to not force myself, even though I thought I wanted to. There's something out there that is telling me no. I even felt it down to my core, which was why I kept delaying me confirming with them. So leading up to my birthday, I also have an idea that I want to execute for my birthday. So maybe that is just the reason why I couldn't say yes to this gig. We're not trying to stress ourselves out over it. My birthday is literally, my calendar's up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 Saturdays. Today's Saturday. 4 Saturdays from today is my birthday. So I'm thinking maybe that is just what I'm supposed to be focusing on, is moving towards my birthday and allowing me to execute the event that I want to plan for my birthday. So, because I want to perform. I want to do an acoustic live performance for my friends and family for my birthday. And that's what I want to focus on. So maybe that's why. And also I want to focus on executing music to release this year, because I have plans for what I want to do this year. And why am I going to stress myself out But anyways, I'm really hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm also, you know, when you've not eaten for a period of time and your body's just kind of like, I could keep going. I know that I need to nourish myself because I'm going to be going out to see Mr. Man and I don't want to die when I get there. So, hi Audrey. I have my theater teacher in high school. She was my homie. She was cool. We bonded as the years went on, even though she really scared me and was very intense sometimes. But I grew a lot because of her. So Joanne Carr, if you ever come across this video, I've always respected you, and I hope you know that. But she had gifted me this Breakfast at Tiffany's Audrey Hepburn foam board poster that she was gifted to by a student who, I believe she saw herself in Audrey Hepburn. And you know when you like really resonate with someone artistically or just in life, and you're like, oh, that's my person. So like if my identity is aligned to this person. So she had gifted our theater director this, but when she was retiring the year that I was graduating, she was like, I'm not gonna do anything with this. Do you want it? And I was like, I've chosen. And like, how did she know that Breakfast at Tiffany's was one of my favorite films ever since I was like in middle school? Maybe I told her about it. I don't remember, to be quite honest. But she gifted it to me, and she sits above my bed, and whenever I'm just here pondering, she's watching me, and I'm just like, Audrey Hepburn is watching me, so I have to pull my shit together. So what else do we want to talk about? We're at 23 minutes, guys. Yeah, I feel good about this year. I know that my last stretch of videos was supposed to be a 30-day, 30 upload, bing bang boom bang, and I didn't do it. I did 28 days, and I think that is a little bit ironic, coincidental that I'm entering my 28th year and gonna be doing another one of these 28 until 28, 27 until 28, but I will post 28 and then we're gonna figure out how else we want to post on here. So we're back is the moral of the story. Yeah, a lot of life has happened. A lot of growth has happened, a lot of marinating in what it is, who it is that I am, and allowing ourselves to enter this next chapter of life. I've been through. That is my favorite thing to say. I've been through. But I feel really good, to be quite honest. Oh, I also got my Nexplanon birth control implant taken out back in mid-November, and allowing my body to regulate and figure out what she wants to be. I believe, I know, is an added layer to me coming home to myself and really understanding who it is that I am authentically versus having hormones and what is it that they call it? A foreign object in my body controlling me. I want to control myself. I want to be the captain of my own ship. I want to be the driver in the car of my life, and I'm doing it now. And it's exciting and it's freeing, and I can make another video talking about this. I'm figuring out what it is I want to do in terms of themes and topics for these videos. If it's gonna be like a 28 lessons I learned, or 27 lessons I learned in 27 years. But I guess you kind of start learning lessons when you're younger, but I don't really. I'm working on reclaiming back my memories, because I don't know if I've talked about this before, where I used to have seizures as a kid. So from ages, I think it was age 5 to age 7, I had seizures. And then the way that they explained it to me when I was younger is that my brain was really active. And then the older I got, the more I was kind of just like, yeah, this makes sense. Not the seed, and it wasn't epileptic. I wasn't epileptic. I'm not epileptic. It was, my mom explained it to me, and my sister calls it the scarier version of seizures, because I would just freeze and be unresponsive, and my brain would just stop functioning, like literally cease function. But I wasn't, dying. I was breathing, I believe. I just wasn't responding. So I had that as a kid. And then, in the last couple of years, I've been taking mushroom powder. I also microdosed and have been healing my brain, understanding more about myself, and taking out birth control after having it consistently in my body. Because I never wanted to take the pill because I just had a feeling I would forget. So I had the one that they stick it in and I don't have to think about it. And once it was ready to be replaced, I replaced it, even though we were in the middle of a pandemic and I wasn't sexually active. I just said, keep it coming. So now that my frontal lobe is fully formed and I'm more secure in making decisions for myself, I thought that it was a good time to do that. And I've been seeing the same person for 2 years now, so I'm not being super reckless with my body, but I thought that it was a good time for me to regulate and figure out what's going on. Now it's just being more disciplined and hoping that I don't get pregnant. As much as I love kids and I would want to have kids in the, by my 30s, I'd like to pop out some cute little mini-me's. I am not there yet, and it's okay to not be there yet, but that doesn't mean I need to have hormones flooding through my body every single moment of every single day without any control of what the substances are that are in my body. And I'm also just acknowledging that I feel very different and I look at myself differently, and I am more connected to myself now that I'm not on birth control. So we can get into that if I feel so compelled to talk about that more. But what else do I have to catch you guys up on? I think that's it. We're pushing 30 minutes now, and I don't know what else to talk about. But we're getting cut off. Hold on. Okay, we're back. But I think this is a good place to end. I don't know. I feel like my heart feels so tenderoni. I just feel that this year is really going to be my year, and I may be woo-woo for believing the videos on my YouTube feed or TikTok feed that are like, if this message found you, then it's for you. But honestly, I really feel like those messages are for me, because they'll say things and I'm like, how do they know that? How do they know that? How is it that they know that? And so I don't think that these things that they say on these videos are wrong. I really don't. And I don't care about being seen as someone who believes in these things, because nothing is coincidental. I am understanding. I've always understood it, but I'm allowing myself to really accept and absorb it more and more these days, that nothing in this life is coincidental. Nothing is ironic. Nothing is, I don't know another synonym for coincidental, but everything happens because it's supposed to. You hear things, whether it's passively through what's on the TV, or you are next to people who are speaking and you hear what they say, and you just hear that one sentence that resonates with you, or it's something that you come across while you're reading. Like when I was reading Women Who Run with the Wolves, and I would pause for a couple of days and I'd come back to it, and it would literally read to me things that resonate with exactly where I am in life. I don't think anyone believes that I'm someone who doesn't believe in alignment and fate, but you know, fate feels like something that is unchangeable and is, you know, solidified. Like I'm definitely like a multiverse type girl where your decision will have a your decisions will have a ripple effect to, you know, the life that unfolds before you. But you have so many different ways that your life could go. And of course there are these specific events that are destined to happen, but deja vu is something that I'm leaning more towards. I don't know. I think we've talked about deja vu before, but anyways, I keep talking. I like this. I'm not gonna stop myself from talking, but I do want to eat. And I do need to leave. I want to leave by 7:30, maybe. It's 6:50 right now, so that gives me 40 minutes to nosh and then watch Drag Race while I nosh. And my parents are probably gonna come home sometime soon. They're at Yard House right now on a little date. They went to church and they went to Yard House. Very cute. I love that for them. We're turning 28, guys. We're turning 28, and life is just lifing in a way that life has not lifed before. But I think that is what life is supposed to do, where you're living. I need this bottom light. where you're living life differently because you're growing. And I don't know if this sentence is making sense, but I want to just keep speaking because of course it makes sense. Nothing happens for no reason. But really, we're turning 28. That's 2 years away from 30. I've been feeling this drive, this momentum pushing me towards 2025. And I have so many people in my life that are constantly affirming to me that 2025 is my year. One of my friends, one of my brother-in-law's friends, Ardell, who is also my friend, she was just randomly said, I need you to record audiobooks for me, or something like that. Yeah, she said audiobooks, but she just commented on how during my performance, she loved while I was just speaking. And I miss making videos. I've been thinking about making videos again for the last 2 months since I stopped making videos, but definitely needed that time to breathe and figure out what it is I wanted to do with myself. And I know that everything, like I said, happens with a purpose. So taking that time to recalibrate and just get myself back in a good space was needed. And I know you guys are going to benefit from me being in a good place, because if I'm not showing up in my best, then how can I do the rest? But I know that it's not a matter of me being perfect. I'm not perfect by any means. I woke up today at noon because I couldn't fall asleep until 1:30 last night. I think it was pushing 2. But technically I woke up at 11:11, but then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up at closer to noon, a little afternoon. But I had sleep debt because yesterday I didn't get my full sleep number, so I had sleep debt, and I'm accepting that, and I'm understanding to be more disciplined with my sleep. And so I'm even tempted again to start my 75 hard starting tomorrow, because 75 days from tomorrow is springtime. So I think that's what I'm being called to again, because we've done a couple trial runs of 75 hard and they weren't my best shot, but now I'm in a different space and it's the new year, and I think that is a great challenge to undergo. So we're probably gonna do that. I've already said bye a couple times. So, whoa. Oh wait, no. When I looked at the time on my camera, it said 6 minutes and 54 seconds. And then when I looked down at my time on my laptop, it says 6:54 p.m. That doesn't matter. It was 2 6:54s and I was just it was a little trippy for me. But anyways, okay, I need to cut myself off. I believe that's it. Yeah, we're back. I hope you missed me. I anticipate that these next 28 days, 27 days will be very enlightening. Will be a great reintroduction to this, to us, to me, sorry. And I'm ready. Whoa, that was confirmation. Ooh, wait. Okay, so I have this vocabulary app that gives me words. And the word that it just gave me right now, as I said that, is mystic. Is it too bright? Oh, there you go. Mystic. So if that's not a sign, an affirmation, a alignment, if you will, I don't know what is. Anyways, I need a skedaddle. My laptop's gonna die soon anyways. So, ooh, and it's at 13%. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna be doing this. I will update you tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing the 75 hard. Like, I'm not gonna say I'll update you tomorrow if I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I'm tired of not doing it. And I think that's it for now. I'm running out of juice and I really need to eat. I've said that a couple times now. But anyways, moral of this video, we're back. We're better than ever. We're counting down to my birthday, which is very exciting. And I guess that's it. So we're here to grow. 2025 is our year. I can't wait to see what's next. So love you. Be kind to yourself. Hydrate. Eat, because I need to eat. And allow yourself to take your time, because we're still in winter. There's no need to force yourself to be at 100%. Thinking that, oh, because the Gregorian year has started, I need to completely be going at 125%, because Lunar New Year is at the end of the month, and then we go into Astrological New Year, which isn't until springtime. So you have time. Take your time. Allow yourself to figure out the bits and bobs in order to get you to where you're going, to get you to where you want to be. And set up your systems. You're always on time. So I love you. I will see you tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. Bye.